Hello, everybody. It's that time. Time to go live. Hi, everyone. Welcome as you're joining. I am still, hello, sweet Wendy. I'm still having trouble with I cannot go live on my Facebook on my computer. So I've restarted, I've upgraded my system. I logged out of Facebook, I re-logged in, I did everything. Hello, sweet Christina. So if anyone knows why on earth when I go to press live, it says this video was stopped, this broadcast was stopped, click to resume, and I clicked to resume, you can't find me on Facebook. So if anyone knows how to fix it, I would be so grateful. Hi, sweet Wendy. All right, my friends. So today's topic, I am excited about it. Are you ready for it? So I just want to say before we dive in, that we have gotten the live events pretty much all sorted out. And so we are doing 9 tours in the US, Europe, Brazil, Mexico. Oh, baby. Hello, sweet Marlene. And Kimmy, I'm coming to Canada, baby. You got to come to Swift Current, though. So Canadians, we have changed the location. We're going to be in Swift Current, but we have 9 live events starting in April. Actually, I lied. 10 live events if you count London at the end of March. We're doing a shortened version, and we're actually doing a live sex class, all for women only in London. So don't come. It'll be awful. But I'm really excited about these live events and the energy of what's occurring. I've also been writing in the book, and it's just been freaking amazing. Hi, sweet Lisa. Hello, Marlene. Welcome. So let's dive into today's topic. And if you've been curious about the live events and what they can contribute to your life, what they can contribute to your body, what they can contribute to your reality, sweet Wendy says, just booking my places for March. March's class is going to be amazing. We're doing a deep dive, a taster, and then a 1-day sex class. And it's a women only class. So don't come. Or come. Okay, I'm gonna stop having fun. So today's topic, which I'm really excited about. So if you're like, I want to check out the live events, go to katherinemcintosh.com, and I believe it's on the main page. But you can also do katherinemcintosh.com/live-events. I believe. I keep missing you when you come to Edmonton. Well, I'm not coming to Edmonton anymore. I'm coming to Swift Current. So come to Swift Current, Marlene. So today's topic, without further ado, thank you for my soapbox. So today's soapbox is your relationship with limitations. And so if you look at this, I want to ask you, each of you, to look at it. Oh, thank you, sweet Lisa. I am amazing. And so are each of you. So where's what? Where is what? I don't know what you're asking for, Christina. Media. Okay, so today's topic, your relationship with limitation. So one of the things I've been looking at that I want to ask each of you is look at, in your life, in your world, in your reality, how much attention and energy you put on the things that you think are limitations. So if some of you have decided that you need to lose weight and you put all of your energy and effort on your body and the fact that it hasn't lost weight, that's you basically energizing your relationship with limitation. And when you do that, you make your relationship with limitation more important than your relationship with possibilities. Ooh. If you're not going to Edmonton, I'm going to Swift Current, Canada, which is in Saskatchewan. Yes, so Saskatchewan, Canada, here we come. It's a quick plane. I think it's like a 2-hour plane ride from Edmonton. So my friends, if you look at this, how much have you spent most of your life energizing your limitations, right? And we all know the saying, what is it? Where you put your attention, like that thing grows, right? What you focus on grows. And so if you've spent most of your life focusing on limitation, how much more limitation continues to show up in your world, right? But it's interesting because the energy of possibility has such a lightness to it that sometimes we can't even perceive the lightness, right? We're like, wait, it's so light. This feels weird. It's not familiar because it's not dense, right? And so you give up your ability to create possibilities because it doesn't have the familiar density of limitation, right? Wendy's saying, wow, so true. And so if you guys comment and you want to comment, because I would comment yes, right? Which is how many of you have spent the majority of your life energizing and in a committed relationship with your limitations. Oh, cool. So Kimmy says it's not even a 1-hour flight from Edmonton to Regina Airport, then a quick drive to, it's Swift Current, not Speedy Creek. I love you guys. How awesome is that? And so, my friends, what would it be like if you started energizing your relationship to possibilities, right? Like really, truly, like what would your life be like if your reality was to energize possibilities, right? And yet, every day, if we perceive an energy or an idea or an inspiration of a possibility, most of us, and see if this is light for you, most of us go, oh my God, I better talk to my friends or my coworkers or my boss or my coach or my facilitator or a friend to see if I'm not crazy because no one else is doing this idea or this inspiration. And if no one else is doing it, then maybe I'm making it up. Can any of you relate? Like type yes if you can relate to the idea of you get really excited about a possibility, but you've decided since no one else is doing the possibility or choosing the possibility, then maybe you're making it up and you're crazy, right? You guys getting this? This is crazy or what? And so it's interesting. I remember when I first came up with, right? Lisa says, yes, right. And so you're like, oh, I have to finally caught this live. Yay, Shannon. Right. She says, nope, not me at all. Ha, ha, ha. Wendy says that rings true. And so my friends, this is what's so comical is we'll get the lightness of a possibility, the lightness of an idea, the lightness of an inspiration. And then we go, oh my God, I must be making it up because no one else is choosing this. No one else has done it. It's never been done before. And so then you talk to your boss, you talk to your friend, you talk to your coworker, you talk to your husband, you talk to the person you trade bars with, and no one can see what you can see. And so then you go, oh, I must have made it up. Oh, I must like, it must not be true. Oh, let me go back and find something that's heavy. Because if I find something that's heavy, everybody's going to agree with me. But it's so funny because if you find something that's light, most people can't agree with you, not because they don't agree, but they literally, and I'm telling you, my friends, they literally cannot see what you can see. Any of you know Dr. Dane here, who wrote the book, the amazing book, Being You, Changing the World. He also wrote the amazing book, I believe it's called The Gentleman's Club. It's amazing, amazing. And anyway, when Dane wrote Being You, Changing the World, Gary, his business partner and friend and founder of Access Consciousness, most of you would agree, Gary is extremely aware. When Dane gave Gary the title of Being You, Changing the World, Gary said, nobody will be able to read that book. Nobody will be able to hear that book. No one will be able to see it. And Dane was like, I am not giving up my knowing. Even if it's Gary, I'm going to name my book Being You, Changing the World. Right? Now, imagine what the planet would be like if Dane listened to Gary. And so, my friends, your lightness, hello, I'm sorry, I'm probably saying it so awful, but hi. Nice to see you. So imagine if Dane would have believed Gary and he decided not to name his book Being You, Changing the World, how different the world would be. And so, my friends, when you perceive a lightness of a possibility, right? When you perceive an energy that nobody else can see, most of you are like, oh, I must be wrong. I'm going to judge myself. I'm going to let go of that as a possibility because it doesn't have the density, so no one can see it. No one can agree with you. No one can support you. But here's the deal. If it's light in your world, it's true. And if it's light in your world, there's a possibility it could change the planet, right? No Judgment Diet, when I was initially writing the book 3-4 years ago, and you guys have been writing so much. I'm so excited for this book. It's so amazing to write. Oh, I'm having so much fun because now's the time. Before it wasn't the time. And so, cool. Paula says this is just what I've been talking about. So when I came up with the concept of the No Judgment Diet, I sent in it's called what is it called? It's called like a 2-page. And you send in this 2-page to publishers and you see what publishers want to or interested in possibly publishing your book. And so every publisher, there were 4 publishers interested in my book. Right? And every single publisher said this: we love the concept, we hate the title, we can't publish the title. Okay, all 4 publishers, we love the concept, we don't like the title, we can't publish the title. Are you willing to change the title? And I asked the book, what will the future be like on the planet if I change the title? What will the future be like on the planet if I don't? And I knew not to change the title. So 4 years later, the book's now getting written. I'm not going to tell you who it's going to be published with, but it's exciting. It's very exciting. So, why I'm saying that is no one knows what you know. No one can see what you can see. And so if you can see it, stop trying to get validation from people who can't see what you can see, right? Just tuck it away. Hold on to it. Allow it to grow. Allow it to contribute to you. Where does it want to be in the world? How does it want to be in the world? And sometimes you'll get these ideas and inspirations. And Gary Douglas, the founder of Access Consciousness, and if you're like, what the heck? Oh, thank you, Kristen. She says, I love your energy. It makes me smile. Well, it makes me smile because I used to not let myself be all of me. And thanks to the Tools of Access Consciousness, Being You, Changing the World by Dr. Dane here. It's an amazing book. Check it out. And No Judgment Diet. And me really stepping up to no, I believe that a world is possible where 10 million people no longer judge their bodies. Because what I know is if 10 million people aren't judging their bodies, what planet would we be living on? Imagine an airplane where there's no judgment, restaurants where there's no judgment, brothels where there's no judgment, right? Arenas of music concerts where there's no judgment. Imagine that, right? That's the world that I want to see. And I may have to, there's a bar, if you know the Access Consciousness bars, if you don't know what they are, look them up. They're amazing. Anyway, there's a bar called Hopes and Dreams, and I'll probably need to run my Hopes and Dreams bar till death do I part, right? And so, but one of the things I want to invite each of you to consider is there is a lightness of an idea. And when you get that lightness, it may be for now, it may be for later. So Gary Douglas, the founder of Access, he says, write it down in your iPhone, which is what I do, or in your smartphone, or write it in a notebook. I carry my phone with me everywhere, so it's always available. So I literally have 5 pages of ideas that are light in my world, and then I review them, and I always ask them now or later. If it's a later, I ask them to ping me to ding, like ringing the doorbell when it's time to pay attention to them, when it's time to institute them, when it's time to launch them to the world. Cool. Shannon says that makes me super happy to picture. You guys, I know, airplanes with nobody judging themselves, restaurants with nobody judging themselves, schools where the teachers and the children aren't judging themselves. Oh my God. That's the planet I want to live on. And that's the planet the No Judgment Diet is creating. So if this Facebook Live and what I talked about today inspired you, I'm going to invite you to share it with your friends. You can invite people to like our page. If you don't like our page and you just landed on it, like the page. I go live quite a bit. I was sick and traveling, so I wasn't on as regularly as I normally am, but I try and go live 3 to 5 times a week. So come gyms, right? Imagine gyms and mirrors and changing and retail. Oh my God. Right. No one can deliver the topic with your very own flair. Someone will need to do it, right? So we all have our own flair, and my target is to have thousands of people sharing the tools of No Judgment Diet and talking about No Judgment Diet and spreading it. So my friends, if you want to share this Facebook Live, please feel free on your wall, on maybe with a friend, you want to tag them. Maybe you want to share it in a group that you're a part of. The more the merrier, because what is possible with these tools and with knowing that there is no limitation. So if you notice you've been really working hard at your relationship with limitation and you've been making it your primary relationship, you may want to start to consider what it would be like in your world if you started to create a different relationship with possibility and let possibility be your primary relationship. Hola, Carmen! Te vi en la tele en Brazil. Andale, andale. All right, my friends. So I'm so glad to have joined you today. If this inspired you, please give it a like, a share, a comment, whatever it is, and we will see you. And if you're curious about the live events happening all over the world and you're like, oh my God, 4.5 days live with you and I can change anything and everything, especially around bodies and judgment, woo! Check out KatherineMcIntosh.com and the live events. If you scroll down on the page, there's also some free stuff you can check out on it. It's a brand new website. It's pretty freaking awesome. If you haven't checked it out, I highly recommend it. And we'll see you somewhere in the world. So my friends, thanks for being here. As always, I adore you, and bye for now.